Lois, that was amazing.
I am gonna have regular sex with you whether you like it or not.
No.
I wasn't asking your permission.
No, I'm abstinent.
Lois Griffin, the seemingly mild-mannered matriarch of the Griffin family, often reveals a darker side in Family Guy. From manipulative schemes to shocking acts of aggression, her behavior takes a wild turn throughout the series. Today, we will be counting down most memorable moments when Lois showcased her psychotic tendencies. Number 20. Attempted murder, a kidnapping. If there's one thing we know about Lois, it's her tendency to hyperfixate on the smallest things, especially if she believes they give her life meaning. When she becomes obsessed with winning House of Brews Customer of the Week, she starts by being extra friendly to the staff.
How are the muffins this morning, Lisa? Oh, not the banana nut, because I know you're allergic to nuts.
That's right, I am. Good memory.
Well, it's what makes you so unique.
But as another week passes without the honor, she begins to spiral out of control.
This week's Customer of the Week is... Lester!
Desperate for recognition, Lois concocts a plan involving a barista's peanut allergy, hoping to create a scenario where she can emerge as a life-saving hero.
Okay, now I wait for her to get in her car and start to have a reaction. Then I'll swoop in and save her with this EpiPen. Then I'll be a lot to be Customer of the Week.
Instead, her interference leads to a severe allergic reaction that causes a devastating car accident, leaving the barista hospitalized.
Oh, shaving cream! Oh, shaving cream! Oh, shaving cream!
When another employee uncovers Lois's scheme, she panics, resorting to kidnapping him, and later his roommates, to cover up her crime.
Put the phone down, Kyle H. Why? Are you scared, Kyle H? This isn't scary. I'm a good person. Now, there are two ways we can go from here. You can give me your absolute trust, or I can get you hooked on heroin.
Despite all her efforts, she never receives the coveted award. Instead, she earns a prison sentence.
I'm a good person, Joe.
Sometimes good people do bad things, Lois. You can finish the dishes, and then I gotta take you in.
Number 19. Attacking Peter for getting groceries. We all know that being Peter Griffin's wife is a tough job, so every time Lois loses patience with his idiotic behavior, we're right there with her.
I'm getting tired of you wearing the same thing every day. Look, that shirt's got a hole in it.
I'd like to point out that Jesus wore the same thing every day.
In general, she's not a violent person, but when pushed to her limit and she starts swinging, it's usually justified, like the time her husband nearly wore blackface.
Well, we can probably come up with some herbs and meat, right, Peter? Peter?
I'm with them now. No girls allowed.
Peter's biggest mistakes, ironically, is actually intended to be helpful. He brings home groceries thinking he's done his hard-working wife a favor. What he doesn't expect is Lois's instant rage.
Listen to me, you son of a bitch. I've got one thing in this lifetime. One thing!
You always say I never do anything around here.
Yeah, I like saying that more than I like you doing things.
She tackles him and lands a few punches before directing the same anger at Chris when he tries to carry in more bags. It's safe to say they learned their lesson. Groceries are her territory.
Dad, I got the rest from the car.
Chris, run! You were right. She didn't appreciate it.
Oh, crap!
Ow!
That's right. I do groceries.
Number 18. Kicking her family out of the house. In this episode, Lois's latest obsession is decluttering the entire house.
Clean your rooms, and the first thing you do is put all your science projects in Stewie's closet.
Mom, we
Stop
didn't...
arguing and get rid of it. And give me those glasses. They're cluttering up your face.
Inspired by Tricia Takanawa's book Throw It Away, what begins as a harmless project quickly spirals into a delusional quest for the perfect minimalist home.
You know, Lois, one could argue that your bra is clutter.
Nice try, dirtbag. Leave.
Figured it was going to happen anyway. Might as well go out on my terms.
Lois goes into a cleaning frenzy, tossing out everything, and eventually everyone. If something doesn't kindle joy, it has to go, including her husband and kids.
I cluttered my pants. It did not kindle joy.
Once she's left completely alone in a stark white void, Lois realizes she's still far from happy.
But I did what the book said. I did it all. Why didn't it work? Why am I still not happy? What have I done?
She has a meltdown that culminates in her joyously rolling around in piles of trash. It's not unusual for Family Guy characters to go seamlessly from one extreme to another.
Lois, are you okay?
I'm fine! I'm fine!
But watching Lois's journey from obsessive clean freak to literally calling herself garbage is hilariously on point.
Everything's fine! I was saved by garbage! I'm garbage! Everything's garbage and garbage is wonderful!
Number 17. Lois versus the New York Leafer. Tired of constantly being undermined and overlooked, Lois joins a taijutsu class.
For your body and your mind, don't be afraid to free the beast inside you. Left kick, right kick, punch combo, stomp.
She quickly advances to the top level, mastering the craft and gaining a sense of power she's never experienced before. Her newfound confidence is soon on display when she casually threatens a mom on the playground, much to Stewie's delight.
Either my baby swings from this jungle gym, or you do.
Ooh, Lois.
The real showdown, however, happens at the Drunken Clam. Unsurprisingly, Peter seizes the opportunity to test his wife's fighting skills by provoking a group of invasive, out-of-town patrons.
Excuse me, is your refrigerator running? Because if it is, it probably runs like you. Very homosexually. What?
How, you wanna dance?
Though Lois hesitates at first, she soon takes them all down with ease, even a few Kryptonians. At her black belt graduation, Lois challenges the instructor, landing the first blow and defeating him with her powerful fists of female fury.
Lois, that was amazing.
This is mine. This is where my babies come from.
Number 16. Shoplifting obsession. In a moment of weakness and recklessness, Lois Griffin steals a supermarket ham she can't afford.
I forgot to go to the bank. Well, I'm a little short. I'll have to put the ham back.
This small act of deviance sparks a spree of theft, with Lois swiping everything from clothes to fine art to car mufflers.
Oh my God, that was such a rush. I'm alive!
Her kleptomania spirals so wildly out of control that it eventually lands her in jail.
Sorry, Lois. Regulations. I can't give you any special treatment.
It's okay, Joe. I understand.
Shut up, maggot!
Hi, I'm Lois.
I'm Fisty. That's Stabby, and that's Balls. Pull up a chair. We're playing cards.
Oh, okay.
Peter, however, helps her escape, and the Griffin family goes on the run, living in constant fear of being caught.
Well, if we're gonna hide out here in Asian Town, we have to find a place to live.
Yes, and we should do nothing to draw attention to ourselves as outsiders.
Eventually, Lois realizes how her crimes have seriously affected their lives and, in a moment of clarity, decides to turn herself in.
Lois, come on, what are you doing?
I can't do it, Peter.
What are you talking about?
Look at us. We're running through a sewer, and it's because of me. Look, honey, it was very sweet of you to break me out of jail, but I did something wrong.
She may have done the right thing in the end, but she definitely crossed the line. It's hard to believe this wild series of events all started with a single ham. Number 15. Review Revenge. After returning home from a relaxing Nantucket getaway, Lois is already planning their next trip to the same fabulous Airbnb rental.
You know, it's this house. Sometimes all a family needs is a change of scenery to strengthen their bond.
Yeah, that or a threesome, yeah.
Oh, you can't even make it through a twosome or a onesome.
However, the homeowner's negative review, accusing the Griffins of theft, gets her banned from the app.
A bottle of shampoo?
Although Lois frantically apologizes in person and even returns the shampoo she stole, Dottie refuses to change the review.
Well, thank you again.
So, now that this is settled, I was thinking maybe you could change your review.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, I can't do that.
Determined not to let Dottie decide her Airbnb fate, Lois does what only she would. She begins stalking her.
Oh, God, Lois, no more chowder for you. Oh, DoorDash, that's it?
She even goes so far as to become a DoorDash delivery driver, just to be in a position to leave a damning review of her own.
Oh, well, would you look at that? It looks like it's my turn to give someone a review.
What?
After every delivery, drivers get to rate their experience with the customer. Wouldn't it be a shame if one of only 2 DoorDash drivers on the island gave you a poor review?
Lois Griffin may be a little unhinged, but no one can say she isn't dedicated.
You're gonna take out your phone, open up Airbnb, then change that review.
Okay.
Type the following. Would
Would
host
host
again.
again.
Number 14. Sold Out Chris. Hazing freshman students is an outdated and barbaric concept. After all, everyone is a freshman at some point. Beating them simply for reaching a certain age is absurd.
Oh, I got you, you freshman. I'm going to teach you the lesson that it is not okay to be a freshman.
But when Chris becomes a freshman in Season 4's Jungle Love, he begins to panic upon hearing about the hazing ritual.
Hunt down freshmen and nail them with paddles.
Oh, man, remember how much fun that was beating those freshmen silly?
As a mother, Lois steps up to assure her son that there's nothing to worry about. Feeling reassured, Chris exits the car to start his new school year. Then, in a surprising twist, Lois honks the horn and outs him as a freshman before driving off, leaving Chris vulnerable.
Have a good day at school, sweetie.
Cue the paddling. Even Mayor Adam West gets involved, and he doesn't hold back. In slow motion, West takes his time, thoroughly going to town as he paddles Chris. The scene is as hilarious as it is unsettling. Number 13. Locking up Peter and his friend. It must be tough being married to Peter. He's constantly engaging in all sorts of shenanigans, most of which disrupt his family's lives for the worse.
What are you doing up here? I need you to take the trash out.
In Season 14's A Lot Going On Upstairs, Peter turns the attic into the peat pad, neglecting his family and playing reckless games with his friends.
Oh, yeah, we put Joe in Stewie's old jolly jumper.
You told me this was a paratrooper's harness.
Shut up, baby man.
That's it. This is our home, not some frat house for you and your friends. Now, I want you out of this attic now.
No way, we ain't leaving. We're having too much fun up here.
Eventually, Lois snaps. Using a drill, she seals the 4 of them in the attic, trapping them in their unventilated prison for hours.
Did she just lock us in here?
It looks like it.
Guys, spin me back. I didn't see what happened.
It isn't until Peter blackmails her by threatening to defile her wedding dress that Lois finally lets them out.
Lois, so help me God, if you don't let us out right this second, I'm gonna take a dump on your wedding dress.
You wouldn't dare.
Don't test me. I'll do it.
There! You happy?
You were too late. We pooed on the gown.
At least Lois admits that both she and Peter went too far, so that's something. Number 12. Gambled away the family's car. It turns out that, just like another animated sitcom mom, Lois has a bit of a gambling problem. While at a Native American casino, she quickly becomes addicted.
You know how to play poker, Lois?
Yeah,
Well, how you doing?
yeah,
That's good, honey. Let's go.
yeah.
Although addiction is a serious disorder and doesn't make her a bad person, Lois soon manages to lose the family car and doesn't exactly handle the aftermath
So
responsibly.
Silly. I started playing again.
Jeez, I could swear I parked here.
Yeah, you did. But here's the really silly thing, Peter. I sort of bet our car.
Rather than helping to come up with a solution, she watches as her husband lies to the native elders and then wanders off into the woods, bringing their teenage son along.
Oh, water. Thank God.
Dad, I'm hungry. Are we gonna die?
Of course not. This isn't the first time I've had to find my own food in the wild.
She might be hooked on the poker machines, but when it comes to responsibility, Lois is clearly not working with a full deck.
Well, then why would you send my husband and son out into the wilderness without any food or supplies?
'Cause, we really like your car?
Number 11. Attempted to seduce Justin Bieber. At some point, we all experience a quarter-life or midlife crisis and do things we aren't proud of. However, not many of us have thrown ourselves at a young musician while married with kids. Then again, not everyone is Lois Griffin. In Season 11's Lois comes out of her shell. The matriarch loses herself during a birthday celebration when Peter describes her as an old plow horse.
Peter, that's enough.
Lois, you may not be the young filly you were when I met you, but you're still my reliable old plow horse who's there each day to pull the plow, to help around the barn, and let the husband horse slap a batch at her now and then.
Feeling the weight of his words, she starts to act far younger.
Just get over here and kiss me. Let's have sex on all the clean, folded laundry.
Well, Lois, I gotta say, I like this new you. I like it a lot.
Peter!
Leading her to sneak into the dressing room of Justin Bieber in an attempt to seduce him.
I don't get that. Is that a reference to something?
Okay. I'm Stifler's mom.
If Peter hadn't burst in before anything happened, who knows how far things might have gone with the then 18-year-old.
Acorn penis beauty!
Look, I swear, nothing happened. Just relax, old man.
Old man? What, you think you're not gonna get old, you little bastard?
Number 10. Ran a drug lab. After experiencing a crime wave in Quahog, the Griffins decide that the best choice for their family is to move to a farm in Season 11's Farmer Guy.
Give me all your money.
Okay.
You have a white wallet?
Yeah, just like Truman Capote.
Who's Truman Capote?
What a surprise! The muggers never heard of Truman Capote.
We've decided to take you to a nice big farm upstate.
What? A farm with big open fields, Brian, where you can just run and be free and no one will ever hurt you.
Doesn't that sound wonderful, Brian?
Unfortunately, things don't go well. They quickly begin to lose a lot of money.
We haven't grown a single crop to sell. And meanwhile, you're spending half our money down at the general store and the other half at the specific store.
And as Brian heads to university to help support the family, their luck continues to plummet when a tornado approaches.
Oh my God! It's a tornado!
And it's coming this way! We gotta run!
Now, hang on, guys. It might just be the Tasmanian devil.
Come on, into the storm cellar!
Seeking shelter in the storm cellar, they discover a drug lab.
Burners, plastic tubing, 12 cases of cold medicine?
You guys, I think this is a meth lab.
Oh my God. You mean like as in DRUGS?
After some reservations, Lois decides to go all in on running it.
Well, right now, our family needs us to sell illegal drugs to the tank top community. What do you say?
All right, Peter, we can make one meth, and that's it.
When Brian returns and discovers their illegal activity, she immediately exclaims that he can't have any of the money.
Yeah, we're meth dealers now.
Yeah, you missed it. My teeth came in and then fell out again.
I don't believe this. Are you guys insane? We're rich is what we are. Look at all that cash, Brian.
He don't get none of that. He wasn't here for it.
It isn't until Lois sees the destruction their product has caused in Quahog that she finally snaps out of it and gives it all up.
You know, I think the lesson here is that if your community has problems, you don't abandon it. It's better to stay put and help fix those problems.
That's right, Lois, because wherever you run to, your problems have a funny way of finding you.
Number 9. Cheated with Bill Clinton. Peter and Bill Clinton start hanging out after the former president's car breaks down in front of their house.
Hey, I appreciate your help, man. We're a little overloaded because I'm having a fat chick party back here. All right, girls, I've turned off the AC. First one to have a bead of neck sweat reach their butt crack wins.
They become good friends, but their antics lead them into trouble, much to Lois's disapproval.
Oh boy, a pig! Can we keep it? Ow, it bit me!
What the hell did you and Bill do last night?
We lived, Lois. Lives.
Peter, that former President Clinton is nothing but a bad influence. I forbid you to hang out with him anymore.
In an attempt to confront Clinton, Lois finds herself sleeping with him within minutes.
Certainly are very persuasive.
So I've been told. Hey, you up for a little NAFTA?
What's that?
Another afternoon fucking that ass.
Unlike some of her other actions, Lois actually feels guilty about this one and worries that she has ruined her marriage by cheating.
What the hell was I thinking? I don't know what came over me. Oh, God, what am I gonna do?
Hey, Bill, you up for a little bowling? I swiped some money out of Lois's purse. I don't think she'll notice because she's here humping you!
She tells Peter that he can sleep with someone else if it would help fix things.
Peter, I think I've got a solution that'll make things right for both of us.
I'm listening.
Well, the way I figure it, the only way to even things out between us is if you have sex with someone else, too.
Although he ultimately decides he doesn't need to sleep with anyone else, he ends up doing so with Clinton, too. It turns out Bill is just that persuasive.
Just gonna take a little work. In the meantime, I guess I better clear the air with Clinton. Hey, listen, Bill, you and I need to have a talk. Boy, you are good. You are really good.
Number 8. Became a corrupt mayor. Like many politicians, Lois sets out to become the mayor of Quahog with her heart in the right place.
Traffic problem.
9. 11. Oh my God, I'm an absolute wreck.
Well, folks, this is it. The last of the votes have been tallied, and we're getting the final results in now. Quahog's new mayor is Lois Griffin.
However, it doesn't take long for her selfish impulses to kick in. Once elected, she vows to clean up the local lake and be a better mayor than the unstable Adam West. But before long, she starts skimming off the leftover taxpayer money from the lake cleanup project to buy herself expensive gifts.
Wow, Mom, is that a new purse?
Yeah, that looks pretty expensive.
Well, don't tell anybody, Brian, but I was a little naughty. I may have dipped into the tax surplus.
Wait a minute, you used taxpayer money to buy yourself a handbag?
It's no big deal, Brian.
Soon, she finds herself being bought out by oil companies, allowing them to return to dumping waste into the lake.
Hi, Bob Grossbeard, Quahog Oil. I'd like to buy you that coat.
Really?
All I ask in return is that you let my company do just a little bit of dumping in your lake.
What's going on? Everybody dead. Oh, see.
When you're this easily corruptible, maybe public office isn't the right fit for you. Number 7. Cheated on Brian. With the family crushed after Peter goes missing in Season 4's Perfect Castaway,
It feels like we've been here forever.
Okay, here's one. What would you guys rather be, blind or a midget?
Oh, that's easy. Blind. It heightens your other senses to near superhero levels.
Yeah, and every woman I did would be Cheryl Teagues. Oh.
Brian steps up to support them by getting a job and becomes the patriarch by marrying Lois, even though their relationship is platonic. However, this sort of marital bliss collapses when Peter returns months later.
It's not that easy. What am I supposed to tell Brian? Thanks for saving our family, now scram? And besides, he's been great with the kids. I mean, Chris is doing better in school, and Meg even went on a date with the announcer from the Super Friends.
Instead of divorcing Brian or refusing to be with Peter, Lois decides to have her cake and eat it too. After overhearing their heartfelt conversation, he does what Lois can't. He divorces her, ultimately restoring the family dynamic.
The other thing is, Lois, hi, he's a dog?
Please don't make this any harder than it has to be. You know, I will always love you, but I made a commitment to Brian.
I'm sorry, Lois.
I understand, Brian. There's no possible way I can ever thank you enough for this. You're a good friend.
You're a good friend too, Lois.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Number 6. Spank Stewie. Nowadays, hitting your child to discipline them is largely frowned upon. Yet in the episode Peter's Two Dads from Season 5, Lois lets her temper get the better of her when Stewie goes through a mind phase.
You can't open Meg's gifts.
Hey,
These are mine. You hear me? Mine!
Oh, God, not the mine phase. Oh, I've been dreading this day.
I'm entitled to these things, Lois.
He wreaks havoc in his parents' bedroom and destroys a pearl necklace during his tiny rampage.
Very well, then. If I can't have it, nobody can!
That is enough!
You struck me!
Oh, my God. Stewie, honey, I am so sorry. Are you okay, sweetie?
In response, Lois spanks him on the derriere, shocking the infant, at least for a time.
Oh, what's next? What's next? What's next? Oh, God, I've been so bloody naughty. Oh, I need to be taught a lesson, and you're the one to do it. Ah! Oh, thank you! Thank you!
After having a nightmare about a muscled Lois beating him, Stewie experiences an inappropriate awakening, which is disturbing. The moment of spanking weighs heavily on Lois, causing her to feel tremendous guilt. So that's a positive note.
Mommy is so sorry she hit you. I promise I will never lay a hand on you again.
Well, let's not make any rash decisions. I mean, I did provoke you. Come on, Lois, hit me. Beat the crap out of me. Step on my cubes.
Number 5. Orchestrated a hazing ritual on a classmate. As it turns out, Lois' bad behavior is nothing new. Back in high school, Lois was one of the pretty and popular girls. For no reason other than to torment her, she told a young Joyce Kinney that she'd made the cheer squad.
Told me I'd made the cheer squad, blindfolded me, and told me we were going for a special celebration breakfast.
And then humiliated her in front of the entire school. This is no joke, and a prank of this scale would seriously mess someone up.
Pulled off. I was standing in front of the entire school with my pants around my ankles and a hot dog in my mouth. It was a horrible thing to do, Lois.
Look, Joyce, that was a long time ago, and I'm very sorry for what I did. But we're adults now.
Number 4. Ignorance towards sexual harassment. No matter a person's gender, harassment is never okay. If someone turns down another's advances, that should be the end of it. However, Angela can't drop her pursuit of Peter. His boss at Pawtucket Brewery is very eager to get close to him.
Okay, look, I know I was watching TV, but I'll stay late.
No, that's not it, Griffin. There's something different about you.
After having a vivid daydream about him, Angela grabs Peter's rear end when he bends over.
Oh, no. I dropped my pencil.
Oh, I'll get it for you.
Yeah, this is gonna work out just fine.
Stressed from the experience, Peter confides in Lois about the situation.
Family, we need to talk. Your father was sexually harassed at work today.
What?
That's right. Angela grabbed my ass.
Instead of supporting him, she insists that a woman can't harass a man because it doesn't make any sense.
What? Peter, a woman can't sexually harass a man.
Why not?
I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, guys like being touched by women. It's not harassment if you like it.
But I didn't like it.
Claiming that men apparently enjoy being touched by women under any circumstances. Yikes. Then, when Meg admits her own harrowing experience, Lois disregards it entirely. Double yikes.
I got sexually harassed at school. My chemistry teacher, Mr. Taylor, rubbed my shoulders for 35 minutes in class the one day I didn't wear a bra.
See, Peter, that's harassment.
Number 3. Made out with Meg's boyfriend. Poor Meg has it rough. She's constantly mocked for her weight, serves as the butt of many jokes, and generally acts as the family punching bag. So, it does wonders for her confidence when she brings home a cute new boyfriend.
Lois, get in here. Shh. Meg's boyfriend.
But there's nothing wrong with him.
However, when Lois becomes jealous of the attention her daughter is getting,
Oh my God, that's kind of hot.
she sends Meg off on an errand and quickly moves to take what she wants.
Can I kiss you?
Let me ask you this. Do my gray hairs bother you?
What gray hairs?
Kiss me.
Mom, I forgot my keys. Do you know where...
Rape?
Meg returns to find her mother making out with Anthony on the couch. Not only is this incredibly sleazy, but Lois then goes on to blame her underage makeout session on Peter's inattention. Keep it classy, Mrs. Griffin. Number 2. Dispatched a jaywalker. After traumatizing their son by killing off the fictional Arthur Valentine,
We're sorry, but you're old enough now to know the truth. He He doesn't exist.
No, you're both lying!
Chris becomes catatonic.
You doing okay? It's Mom and Dad. We thought we'd... Awakenings!
Peter, I'm not sure that's a...
Awakenings!
You're gonna hurt him if
Awakenings!
While Lois is minding him, she confides a dark secret. She once killed a pedestrian.
Listen, I've never told anyone this, but I killed a jaywalker in 2002.
She whispers that, at the time, the jaywalker seemed old to her, implying that their death somehow mattered less.
She looked old, but she was only 51. I mean, back then, that was old to me. It's why I always talk and ask questions so much.
Maybe that's why Lois was the one behind the wheel when she and Peter dispatched Arthur. She had already done something like this before. Lois has done a lot of things, but now we can add killing someone to the list. Number 1. Forced Peter to comply. After taking the advice of the radical new sex ed teacher at the high school, Peter swears himself to abstinence.
Peter, what the hell is this?
My chastity belt.
A chastity belt? What in God's name is that for?
I'm abstinent, Lois. It's all in these pamphlets Meg brought home from school. Sex turns straight people gay and turns gays into Mexicans. Everyone goes down a notch.
This move is drastic and utterly unnecessary, as he and Lois are already married with 3 kids. And it frustrates Lois to no end.
What the hell is wrong with you?
This is all I can do, Lois. I'm abstinent.
That is it. I am gonna have regular sex with you whether you like it or not.
No!
I wasn't asking your permission.
Fed up with his chastity, Lois takes things too far and forces herself onto Peter. This isn't the first time she has been possessive or sexually aggressive toward him. It's a shocking scene, even in a show filled with shocking moments.
No! Oh, I see what you're driving at. Oh, that was fantastic. Hey, when'd you get that tattoo on your lower back?
I don't know, Peter. Meth is a hell of a drug.
What?
I'm just glad to have you back on my side.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more Family Guy content.